Hi there. Welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If you are brand new to my channel, yay, you found me. I'm so glad. I've been waiting for you. And if you're a returning subscriber, yay, you came back. I've been waiting for you. My goal, as you know, is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so that you can make the best decision as to whether or not you want to spend time or money or both watching a specific film. So the specific film I'm reviewing today is called Attic Trunk. This dramatic movie is now available to stream online. It's rated PG and is an hour and 20 minutes. So the movie actually came out a couple of months ago, and I've said in several reviews, I was so sick in March and April that I wrote my written reviews on my website, moviereviewmom.com, but I just didn't have the physical strength to film them and put them on my YouTube channel. So I've been going back and trying to catch up specifically with the movies that I thought were really good, that I think probably flew under your radar that I wanted you to know about. So this is one of those. Let me give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked and didn't like, as well as offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, interesting lines, funny lines, and recommendations for other films that are sort of similar. So in a nutshell, this movie is directed by Ragi Yu. Attic Trunk follows 40-year-old Jason, who on the day of his sister Sadie's funeral is asked by his parents to go back to his childhood home to clean up the remnants of her makeshift hospital room where she died and the place where she took her last breath. As Jason prepares to clean up the house, a woman from his past, Annalise, arrives to pay her respects to the family. As they rekindle their relationship, Jason and Annalise are instantly transported back in time to when their bond was strong and unbreakable. At a crossroads, Jason and Annalise must decide whether or not there is a relationship to salvage as they feel out the spirits of their past, reaching out through the house, attached to so many memories, or not. The writer of this touching film was Hyphus. Now, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's spelled H capital I, could be a 1, F capital A, and then an S. I'm familiar with this writer, but now this person can't even tell male, female, or X or whatever the gender is, who this person is. So comment down below. Let me know if you've read anything else by this writer. So let me share some of the things that I really liked about it. First of all, personally, this was a really hard movie for me to watch because I had to say goodbye to 3 parents in 3 months right before I pre-screened this movie for my review. In the past year, I've lost all 4 of my parents, 2 step parents. So one thing I've learned is that everyone mourns differently. The movie definitely illustrates that. And as I've been cleaning out my parents' homes, it has definitely made me reflect on my own home and my own life. What will others think of all the stuff that I gathered during my sojourn here on earth? How will they judge me for what I did with my life, with my money, with my time? Who will actually mourn my own passing? What legacy will I pass on to my children and grandchildren? Yeah, it's that kind of a movie. Those are the sobering questions that should make us all pause and reevaluate how we spend each day of our lives. The cast includes Andrew McNee, Josette George, or Jorge, maybe, Gabrielle Rose, Jay Brazo, and Colleen Wheeler. I thought that Andrew McNee was a true standout and gave an excellent performance. He's a naturally gifted actor who really shines in this role. And so I would love to see him in more work. You might recognize him from his work in Diary of a Wimpy Kid in 2010, or Scary Movie in 2006, or maybe Firewall also in 2006. So it's been a while since we've seen him in anything. Like many films that were halted due to the pandemic, this movie was supposed to be released in the year 2021. While waiting for theaters to open, the film was busy winning awards at several film festivals. And so now it's been officially released. So congratulations to the filmmakers, actors, the production team, everybody involved with the film. So filming was done in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I finally got to visit that lovely city just a few months ago. I highly recommend Victoria, British Columbia, next door. So, wow, so many different items in the house reminded me of my childhood that I had even forgotten about. I remember thinking that those green and white striped couches were so cool looking. So it made me laugh when I saw that. I just forgot they existed. The banter between the two characters is often humorous and insightful. It's really hard to pull off a movie with one location, but this film worked. Even harder is to hold the audience's attention with only two actors in the majority of the scenes, but the film worked on that front too. The camera work was simple and effective. The pain that the characters showed was heartbreaking and so real. The gentle music never overpowered nor drove the emotions in the film like sometimes it can do. Instead, it just simply supported what feelings the silence often created. Yes, I wept. The ending was powerful. On the screen, we see these words written, quote, "This is a work of fiction. Any similarity to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental, but grief is real, so is love," end quote. I loved that. Now, with that great praise, there were just a few things that I thought could have been done better. For example, oddly, there wasn't a scene about an attic despite the title. Although, there's lots of trunks and things that laying around in the house. There wasn't just one specific trunk either, but an entire house filled with objects that allowed the memories to flood in like attics often do. I wish there hadn't been so many F-bombs, but I recognize that people swear, especially when they're hurting and when words don't come anywhere close to describing their complicated feelings. Some people might complain that nothing happens, but a lot does happen in the movie. It's just all internal. I wish we could have seen what was on all of the sticky notes that one of the characters drew. I thought that scene offered a very sweet, tender, and funny touch. If you keep watching during the final credits, you'll get to see one of them, as well as some pictures that another character drew as a kid that was mentioned in some conversations or alluded to in conversations. I thought it was pretty cute. So let me give you some tips for parents. Kids are definitely going to be bored. There is some profanity, including many F-bombs, as I mentioned. We have to watch someone throw up. I hate that. There's talk of death, obviously, and two adults get drunk and smoke weed, and I guess that's supposed to be funny. I never think that's funny. Some of the themes that are illustrated well are cancer, family, life and death, of course, grief and mourning, friendship, memories, and support. Now, normally I write down funny lines and interesting lines. Other than that line that I told you, I didn't write down any funny lines because it's not this laugh out loud comedy. It's very much a drama, but there are some amusing moments. So let me give you some recommendations for some other films that address death that are sort of similar. Some of them are bigger Hollywood productions. This looks and feels like a low budget indie film, but that doesn't mean that that's bad at all. It's just a different type of a budget and production value. So the first one is Beaches. And some of these are about older people dying. Some of them are about younger, but this one's older. Another one that's older is Terms of Endearment. That's an oldie, but a goodie, a classic. And then a younger couple, not like some of these older people dying, but this one is called P.S. I Love You. And it's also very sweet and also includes, letters written from beyond the grave, so to speak, as someone is trying to deal with the passing of a loved one. All right, that's it. I hope that you enjoy this movie as I did. And when you get a minute, run over to Instagram and follow me at Trina Boice, my author page, and then my movie review mom page at Instagram. I'm all over all social media. You can just find me at movie review mom or at Trina Boice. I really appreciate your support as I'm trying to grow. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.